Hi, I'm John Twist of University Motors. This video is for a couple of people who are interested in buying a considerable quantity of some of our used stuff. It's about 1,000,000 degrees today. I usually don't, usually have my hat on and everything. Anyway, up here we have about 100 rack and pinions. There are no MGC racks, no T-type racks. There are A, early B, late B, and a couple different midget styles of racks. But Trevor's showing you here there's about 100 rack and pinions there, along with bits of rack and pinion up here on the wall. It's stuff that's been partly taken apart. Some of it's real nice, some of it's greasy, some of it's rusty, some of it's bent. There are just 100 of them. On this wall, again, we've got 3 bug-eye dashes. Let's see, a couple of sort of crummy middle ventilated MGB dashes, 1 MGA dash, 2 MGB dashes, steel dashes, let's make that a total of 3 MGA dashes, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 MGB padded dashes. I don't think there are any MG midget ones. So, but those are all in pretty crummy condition. We've got all these top bows here. They are varying styles. That looks like a midget one. This is a midget. We got knee action MGB ones. We might have. Here's a MGB Michelati. My gosh, that's pretty amazing. Anyway, I don't know even how many there are. They're a tangle to take apart. We've got some stowaway bows here, some, and then MGB gearboxes. I mean, I'm going to count out loud as we go along here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Okay, it's 26 maybe MGB gearboxes. Then we get into some MGA ones. I got 1, 2, 3. Maybe MGA ones that look complete in that they've got the tails. There's a 4th one over here, and then there's some more MGB ones over there. Over here, midget ones are let's see, 2, 4, 6, maybe 6 midget ones that look complete. I don't know how many smooth and web case ones. I don't know how it breaks down. I got maybe some old TR here. It says TR4, like that, an old TR gearbox. No overdrive gearboxes at all. Up here on the wall are the bumpers. We got a lot of old bumpers. You know, any old bumper re-chromed is so much better than any new made in China bumper, but those are the bumpers that we have. Then down here we've got steering columns. In the steering columns, no T-type. But probably got some A ones left. Although I'm taking a hard look here, I don't see one right off the top of my head. Maybe there's one right here, but mostly late model B or MGB ones, and obviously most of them are collapsing. But they've got to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 to here. So there must be about 50 of them altogether. I've got a pile of old differentials here, but I haven't any wire wheel banjo, or I don't have any wire wheel GT style, so the rest of them are just disc wheel. Leaf springs, you know, I may end up doing something myself with the leaf springs. The new leaf springs are so horrible that we get these rebuilt. I've got wheels out the wazoo. I mean, just take a shot along there, just wheels out the wazoo. What can I say? And then MGB windshield frames. Don, hi Don, you asked about windshield frames last night, and I got 1, 2, don't have very many of them, but 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 6 MGB frames here. You asked me about quarter light windows, and there are more here than I can count. I mean, there's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's probably 20 in there. Quarter light windows. I got some MGA frames down here. Ragtops. Maybe you guys want to relieve me of my burden of owning all these MGA ones. And I don't know how many MGA ones I've got. I see 2 here. 2, and I got 1 bug-eye one. And vent windows, you know, for MGB doors out the wazoo. We have all these Sprite radiators. Look at all those early Sprite radiators. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Sprite radiators up there. And then I got a host of other radiators up here that probably aren't anything special. I'm not sure I've got any original MGA ones. And I got engine blocks. Oh my gosh, Trevor's standing on engine blocks right now. I probably have a 1622 block in here somewhere. Lots of 1275 blocks, 1800 blocks. They're all rusty. The engines that are still somewhat together are no doubt probably pretty horrid. But over on the other wall where we started, actually, I've got some complete engines. Down here we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, although I see this one down here in the end doesn't have a crank in it. That's an MGA one or a 3 main B. So I've got some engines that are still more or less together. By complete, I'm sorry, I didn't mean a complete engine. I meant without the cylinder head. So let's take another pan around the shop here. I got seats out the wazoo up here, seats up there, seat frames down here. Lots and lots and lots. Look at the organization here. Of course, it's getting beat up a little bit right now, but headlamp retaining rings, tail lamp lenses, tail lamp assemblies being midget early. I mean, it's just, everything's all organized here. Well, sort of. Waist rails up there at the top. Jillions of waist rails. Those of you who are really good can tell there's a T-type front splash apron line next to that vertically. Bags and bags of old parts boxes. An octagon, I'm a sucker for octagon, so here's my octagon table dangling there probably for the last 15 years waiting for me to get it down and restore it, as though I don't have enough other stuff to restore. Trevor, take just a sweeping shot of the rest of the building here. The chassis are not for sale. I got a TF and a TC chassis here. But anyway, this is the inside of our barn. And if you have interest in anything here, the drive shafts are up against the wall. You can't really see those because of the backlight here. I'll close the door. And maybe without the backlight, you know, the drive shafts, all of them are junk, except that the flanges are good. So I don't know how many there are. There's got to be 50 of them there. MGA bonnet hanging there. So anyway, there's stuff here. If you're interested in a bulk, you know, a bulk anything, I'm ready to go. Let's go outside and look at one last thing. So here we've got our Kingpins. These are midget Kingpins. They're all rusty. They can all be spun on a lathe, of course, and cleaned up. Drum brake down here, disc brake up here. There are very few trunnions with these. I don't know where the trunnions are. I'm sure we'll find them. I've only got a couple of wire wheel hubs here in the front. I don't know where the rest of the stuff is. You know, I'm sure we got some. Well, here's some hubs up here, and the rear hubs here. These must be midget hubs. Down here, the rear hubs, and just a late model hub. And I'm still waiting on a call back from anyone who's interested in the water pumps, the air pumps, and gulp valves. I mean, if nobody bites on this stuff, you know where it's going. So I'll be real reasonable. Anyway, that's a scoop from University Motors today. Come on inside. Business is so bad, we have to work on my own car. I smashed up the fender. And I just got both sides of it painted, and we're just putting her back together. This is a Mark II Deluxe. There's the sweep of the shop, and we're getting down to it. We got about a week left. Thanks for listening. If you're interested in something, give us a call. See you later.